everybody, welcome to QRZR, the Razor's Edge. With you, as always, upwards of 18 hours a day, I'm Buzz Thunderknuckle, broadcasting live from the Dom DeLuise Studios here in beautiful Bristleburg, USA, the only radio station in Bristleburg. And man, oh man, we've been doing this for upwards of 3 decades now, and things were great. I mean, obviously, we always talk about the limit of our terrestrial radio signal. You can't hear it much in the city of Bristleburg unless you get yourself a lawn chair and sit out in the desert wasteland pretty close to the station. But recently we've been trying to change that and go live on the old snake, the old worldwide snake, snaking out on the pipes all the way through the universe, all the way around and around and around, and we just keep having consistent problems with it. And so if you're not listening right now, as I always say, if you're not listening right now, it's probably not our fault. But you could be listening. We're on the tubes, on the YouTubes, at YouTube/doppelganger.1256QR, hashtag 73.
You memorize that immediately every time. Like,
yeah.
When I show it to you for a second, you got it.
I was the Bristleburg City memorization champion when I was a kid.
I think I heard about you in
which
school.
was a challenge that they used to do where they would bring out 50 items under a velvet cloth. And they would, one by one, they'd lift the velvet cloth, and you'd look at it. You would get exactly 4 seconds to look at each item. They'd lift them one by one, 50 in a row. And then they would say, participant 1, step up. And they'd say, what was item 43? And you'd say, a model of a ship. And if that was right, you would go on to the next round.
Did you get all of them right? I think all but one, I think.
1 year, I got all but one right, and I still dispute whether or not that was correct, because what I said was mustard, and it was the board game Clue, and I always took it to be understood that associative words counted.
Oh, so you were saying Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, I was.
You were thinking of Colonel Mustard.
And the way my mind works, and it's an elephant's graveyard. And an elephant's graveyard never forgets things that die in it. The way my mind works is I knew the word mustard. I had a sort of a picture that would not translate into other words of what that meant, and I had a feeling of what that larger thing indicated, and my understanding was always that was cool. But apparently not. Apparently not. I still won. I just want to be clear. I still won.
By a lot.
49 out of 50.
The first 49, you said the exact thing it was.
Yeah.
Then on that 50th one, you went, I'm going to go with an associative word because I know that's okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not a neurastronaut. I can't explain the exigencies of the human mind. All I know is I was pretty good, and that's how I remember these sweet YouTube links. I already set it out. Play it back if you want to link to it. But also, if you do, you might not hear it. Folks, you're listening to QRZR, the Razor's Edge. Please call in at any time, 312-313-0582. You might not be able to call in because we're having trouble with our phone lines, but keep trying. Always keep trying.
It's double trouble today. Double trouble.
Wonderful, wonderful President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who said, we couldn't have taken the beaches at Normandy if we'd looked back at America. So look forward, take that bullet, and keep going. We got a great show for you today. I was wrestling through the QRZR archives earlier today, and I found some of my old vintage pornography. The real stuff, the magazine stuff, printed on paper, the real nasty. And you know what? A lot of regrets there. A lot of backdoor anthologies. The word bitter brown was thrown around quite a lot. And I was kind of remembering myself as a young Thunderknuckle, young Buzzy, sitting around.
Baby Buzz.
Sneaping the peeps, as I used to say. I'd say, this is Buzzy's time. I'm going to sneap those peeps. And I did.
I remember even when you were, you're a few years older than me. Even when you were coming of age, you had the best porn collection in town.
Folks, if you're wondering what that non sequitorial voice was just coming in just now, that's my producer, Miguelito. Miggy, how's it going over there with the pipes and the tubes and the threads?
Everything's wrong.
Yeah, everything's wrong today.
Nothing's right. Nothing works.
Isn't that so true in this day and age? Nothing's how it should be. Everything's wrong. Everything feels wrong. The cloth on your back feels wrong. It used to be pure and real, and now it's synthetic and strange. And that's why I personally love water. Water, a symbol for purity since the ancient times. It flows and it strolls through your body. We're more than 99% water. There's barely even a 0.01% of us that isn't water. Do you drink it? Do you bathe in it? I do. You do. Let's take a little time to remember water and the gifts that it gave us. That's a little PSA from the Bristleburg Chamber of Commerce, which sponsors this upcoming Water Memorial Day, remembering all that water did and all that it gave up to be a part of our lives. Join us in the town square for Water Memorial Day this Saturday.
I just heard we are damn near out of water. Just damn near.
I love that.
Out.
Do you mean that joke? A little damn joke? Damn water, you dam up water. Damn near out of water.
Yes, I did mean that.
Oh, God, so sweet.
Purpose.
God, my dick is could only not be harder because it just doesn't get that way anymore.
You're hard the entire show, every show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Oh, man. Folks, we got a great show for you today, I'd imagine, but what I do know, based upon the limited conversation I had with him before we went on air, is we have a great guest for you today, as we do every day, every minute, every hour on the air when we're not piping in those seagull sounds from the competing station over near Bristleburg. We have this, like most of our guests, they just kind of stumble into the station, and I don't want to know too much about them because I love the art of conversation. What isn't conversation? Script. And I don't want to script things out beforehand. So, just a little bit before this, I was outside scattering 16 penny nails in the yard, and this guy wandered past, and I said, "Hey, we don't have anyone for the show. Would you like to come on?" And so here he is. His name is, if I'm getting this right, Dimitri Hashtag.
Yeah, you got it right, man.
Dimitri Hashtag. Dimitri, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy I stumbled by.
Great. You're not, I don't think I've seen you around town.
I just got here.
Just traveling through, or you're stopping here, a prospective place to live?
It's kind of like a picking up the pieces kind of thing. I had a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm finally back in the States, and I'm just trying to put my life back together. It was, do you mind if I chain smoke in here? Is that?
No,
okay.
Please. I stopped smoking a few years ago because I was allergic to the paper. Mm-hmm. But I adore the smell.
You ever try, you put in your hand, the first few weeks it goes to the bone, but it gets thick. It gets calloused.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm adoring that. And actually what I just realized is I should get a cigarette holder. So what I'm going to do is if you want to hand me one of those, I'm going to unscrew a Bic pen, and I'm going to use that to smoke the cigarette, and we'll just go ahead and light up.
Yeah, man.
There's no smoking in here.
Just open the window, or...
I'd like to see you try and stop me. Try and stop me and my new friend, you fucking fascist.
This is where I live.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you know this because you just were stumbling by, but Miguelito, you could probably guess this by looking at him. He's so grossly huge, he can't leave out through any of the orthodox doors in the station. So he's been trapped here
They're all far too small.
For about 15 years. He suffers from a rare form of acromegaly. That's why he kind of looks like the Elephant Man. His bones are just growing. Just growing and growing.
You're not a doctor, and you won't bring a doctor to see me, so don't make up things.
I'm not going to. I tell you what, you give me money for a doctor, I'll go out and I might buy one.
Where's my paycheck?
It's in the mail. It's in the mailbox about 15 feet in front of the station. They're building up in there. Please clear them out.
Is this why before we started you kept pointing at him and going like, look at that mice and men looking motherfucker?
That's why I kept saying it, and I was making little rabbit noises.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I kept saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But you liked it, right?
Yeah, it made me feel a little bit of joy for the first time in a while.
It's a great way to start the show, guys.
I mean, a great way to start the show would be on time and with the internet working. What do you think about that?
That's not on me.
Okay, cool. Unlike the ceiling when you stand up.
I'm pretty sure the 4 final notices behind you indicate that the internet's your fault. You gotta pay that.
All of those say Buzz Thunderknuckle.
With the extra N.
Oh, yeah, no, that is me.
That's you.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to get right on that, and we're going to figure it out. In the meantime, if this does go out to anybody, they can't call in yet, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay.
No, certainly not.
But if we do have a 13-minute sensor lag on this show because of, I'm going to say this again, some regrettable things I said on September 11th, 2001. So you might be hearing this 13 minutes from now, in which case the phone lines are maybe working. If you do, it's 312-313-0582. Anytime after 13 minutes from now, don't call in. This is a recording. So, Dimitri, you just mentioned that you were out of the country for a while. What's that all about?
It's a lot. I'll warn you, it's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We got time to fill.
Yeah, man. I was studying abroad. And not the fun kind. But I was in Russia studying, and one day I just woke up not in my fucking bed, and I was in the basement. I guess I was in a part of town where one part of the Russian mob was just kind of going like, they were basically being cowboys, just doing whatever the fuck they wanted. That's nice. That sounds nice. That sounds American, if you ask me.
Why did you just flick your nipple really hard?
I was looking at those vintage pornography earlier, and I just
so much juice came out.
I flick it to get the little juice out so it goes down.
It's good. It honestly makes me feel comfortable.
That sounded
I like it. It's very calming, soothing, like the ocean.
Sorry about that. So you wake up.
I wake up, not in my fucking bed, and I'm kind of blurred. My face is swollen. I got hit. Someone hit me, and then I wake up for a second, and then some guy was like, like just typical Russian. Yeah, you've heard it verbatim.
I used to speak a little Russian. I think the only phrase I remember is
ghost.
Oh, so you speak more than me.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you have because okay, so I was captured for a long time. I was kidnapped.
Yeah. How many? Can you hear that?
Is that your other nipple?
No, it's just me. Just me scratching myself.
You're thinking.
It's the sound of me thinking about what you had to say.
Yeah.
So you wake up. So wait, let me think about that. Okay. So how many years? Do you have an idea? Did you only find it when you got back? Were you scratching the wall like we've seen in so many wonderful prison movies?
Yeah, I scratched the wall. I did the 1 2 3 4 slash 1 2 3. There was no window, only slashes. And I can't even count how many slashes there were. My hair changed. My heart changed. Everything changed. It was at least a couple years. It's all fucking blur. My memory is just, it's not. But they had me down there, and they had me basically vlog for them for 2 years.
Vlog.
I made these dudes. I was content captured.
Content captured.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's this. It's on. There's Vice articles all about it. But if you look in certain parts of Europe and whatnot, they take young boys and young girls, and they kind of just take them down to a very undisclosed location, and they say, you fucking get subscribers, you get clicks. People are gonna click. People are gonna buy our ads. And I was acting like I was like in Cleveland. I acted like a gamer in Cleveland for fucking 2 years.
Yeah.
And Blue Chew, Casper, whatever you name, I was selling it. And if I gave any kind of indicator that I was under capture, then lights out.
So some of the there's articles written by Vice squads around America. You're saying about this?
Yeah, the very brave articles. Yeah.
I feel it sounds very familiar. So you were stuck in a.
Wait, did you get captured? That's impossible.
You were stuck in a. You were stuck in a room. Well, you were stuck in a room.
Mm.
Yeah, more like a kind of like a cave with a ceiling.
Yeah, that feels. And then you were forced to create content.
Yes.
For, a boisterous, loud, smelly overlord. Maybe. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, and of course his right hand man and his right hand man and his right hand. Everyone,
lots of people.
Yeah.
Sounds very familiar.
It must be nice to have a right hand man. What are some of the articles you're most proud of?
Articles?
As a writer, you said you were there, you were writing, you were creating all this content.
Okay.
And content, as I understand it, is what it's all about these days. What are some of the ones you're most proud of?
There's articles about what happened to me and a lot of others. But I haven't written. I am writing a book right now, actually.
Sorry, it sounded like you were making content while you were down there.
Yeah, I was making content like vlogs.
Yeah. What are some of the ones you're most proud of?
How fast could Donkey Kong punch? That was me.
Oh wow.
How fast can you?
Did it ever come to an answer, or was it one of those sort of like was it a Zen thing where like there is no answer, or do we have an answer?
No, it was just pretty fast.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
So that's content, huh?
Yeah.
People click it. Click.
It's all about the clicks.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to get clicks here.
No clicks.
Yeah. When I was a kid during the brief video game hall phase. In Bristleburg, when almost every business was turned into a, what's the word I'm looking for? Atari? No, arcade.
Arcade.
Almost every business in Bristleburg was turned into arcade. There were a bunch of arcade machines in the town hall, and everything. Like you'd have them in the homes, you'd have them down potholes and such. They were down the dump, and we found a way where we would take what a Slim Jim is?
I remember.
The metal Slim Jim? A metal Slim Jim?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the beloved snack.
No. You could do with that, but it was much harder. I'm talking about it's like a long, flat metal thing that you used to break into a car.
It's actually a bit easier with a snack Slim Jim. It's a bit easier. If you flatten it out.
We found it to be harder, but I believe you. I was a kid at the time.
I
absolutely believe you. Wonderful. Hey, take it from Miguelito, life hack. But at the time, some kid got a hold of a press from the mint for quarters, and we would press. We take one of these long, flat metal Slim Jims, about 2 inches wide, maybe less, inch wide, and we'd press successive quarters on it, and you would just sort of slip it in. You'd slip it in one quarter.
Wait, this was in arcades and stuff?
This is what we do in arcades.
No one stopped you? People were...
There was, and folks, take this as a warning for the troubled youth of today and tomorrow. The craze for arcades had gotten so big that there were more machines than could ever possibly be policed by any number of people. They just set them out there. Like, imagine if you wanted to break into a Coca-Cola machine on the side of the highway, like a soda machine, right? There's almost nobody out there, right? There were just thousands, tens of thousands of these machines all over the place. And we'd slip the Slim Jim in, you'd slip in one, and then you'd lose, and you'd slip in another, and you'd lose, and you'd slip in another.
I actually heard something about this one time. I heard about some kids in that boom you're saying, the arcade boom.
The arcade boom.
Some kids were so unsupervised, they actually set some arcades ablaze. There was an arcade fire.
Yeah, that was my friends.
Damn.
And there's so many of them that they were just building houses. No, well, they were putting them in kitchens and using them as kitchen cabinets because there were just so many.
Yeah.
They would just put them up, and then you would just open up Donkey Kong and pull out your soup.
Yeah. My friends actually started that arcade fire. It was down at a little arcade hutch called the Neon Bible, and man, it. Some people say it got down into the coal seams beneath the building, and it's still burning to this day. All I know is that you can still see smoke coming up through the cracks in the ground, and the tar around there and the roads, entirely divorced from the normal reason why the roads are quite soft, is impossible to drive on.
I think I'm personally impressed that you're crying right now. I think it's cool that you're open about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm, and we talked about this a lot. I'm sad about almost everything, but the thing I'm most sad about is all the things I've done in my life and that I've been a part of, because I really feel like I should be happy to be here. I think you're an interesting person. Miguelito is here as well, and I just really regret almost every decision I've made. So yeah, I cry freely, and it's a literal cry for help. Please tell people we're here. Please tell them to listen and to send in money. Tell sponsors that they can pay. I'll say anything. Do you have any business that you're a part of? Because I'll do
what's it called? Plug?
Yeah. Do you want me to plug anything right now?
Yeah.
And do you have any money?
The money is coming soon, but good things are. I have a book.
My fucking life's motto is the money is coming soon.
I have a book.
Yeah.
I have a book.
Yeah.
The publisher sent me the money. It's
actual book, or is it like an electronic book?
I after all the years of content, I'm done.
You're
give
done.
me paper.
You're
Give me
off
pens. Give me
right.
paper. Give me cigarettes. That's all I want till I fucking die.
Oh my god, I love it. Give me pens. Give me paper. I'll write another song for you. Sorry, I don't remember how it goes. But yeah, you were talking.
Yeah. I love that. I feel that every morning.
Yeah.
What you just said. But yeah, I'm writing a book now about my stream struggle.
That's the title.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. My stream struggle.
Yeah. It's gonna come out in some other languages too.
Like
German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were having some stream struggles the beginning of the show.
Well, it's like our advertiser said earlier. Everything's water. It's all about the flow.
Yeah.
It's all about the flow. My stream struggle.
Yeah.
God, I love that. So
Speaking
good.
of which, we got an ad right now for you. You got to remember the ad you got to put on for hot pies.
Oh, hot pies. The pies that stay hot while you eat them. Don't eat the little packets inside that keep them hot, but they are there so you can keep enjoying a hot pie. So often in life, we pick up a pie or a piece of pie or a hand pie, and these look like hand pies, little self-contained hand pies. You've seen them, you know them, you buy them in all the finer stores. And they get cool as you're holding them. I don't like that. No, Mommy, why is my pie getting so cool?
My pie's too cold. I can throw it away.
Yeah, the kids yell and scream and they fight. And occasionally, as in Kissimmee St. Cloud, Florida in 2014, they murder each other over their tepid room temperature pies. Well, not anymore, because Hot Pie knows where it's at. It's got those flavor packets that release the sweet, sweet heat, chemical heat. Don't eat the packets. Again, do not eat the packets, but they keep the pie pleasantly hot so your children won't murder each other. Hot Pie, visit us at hotpie.com/don't eat the packet.
Please don't eat the packet. This is a disclaimer. If you eat the packet,
don't eat the packet.
Get sued by.
And also, we're not responsible if you do. Hotpie.com.
I actually
leave at the dot.
Do eat the packet. I do eat the packet. I'm not
Yeah,
saying you
it's probably
should.
fine.
I'm not saying you should. I do eat the packet every time.
They have to say don't eat it because the FDA hasn't specifically said you can, but you can
It's
eat
all
it.
natural
We all eat the
ingredients.
packet. We all eat the packet in
I
our
think
hot
it's
pie.
sulfur or something.
It gives I like drama. That's
Oh,
why
God.
I eat the
A little bit of
packet.
drama in
I
your
like.
life, yeah.
You eat the packet. Guess what? That's 3 hours of
Yeah.
fucking drama.
Here's the thing: people want to go base diving and bungee jumping and shit, but they don't. They want to like bitch all day long about people eating the packet and the consequences from that. You know what? No,
Yeah.
it's the nanny state once again trying to sweep up our desires. Anyway, so what was the worst thing that happened to you, if I may? If we can get real, can we get real?
Let's get real.
Because I feel like we've been fake this entire time. What's the worst thing that happened to you when you were in Russian captivity?
My little brother, I saw him subscribe to my channel, and I couldn't talk to him.
Whoa!
Couldn't talk to him at all.
Couldn't even say hi to him?
Mm-hmm. No.
Was he because somebody else was
He
in charge
didn't know
of
who I
like-
was, by the way.
Oh, so he subscribed. This is just some dude. I'm going to subscribe to him. And
Yeah.
you knew it was your brother.
He didn't. He didn't watch stuff. He only listened to it.
Oh, wow.
And my voice changed from the Russian beatings.
Sure.
Have you reconnected with him recently?
I see those
Not
scars
yet.
around your neck and throat.
I lost count. Yeah.
Would they mostly beat you around the neck and throat?
Yeah, they said neck and throat hurt time, neck and throat hurt time in Russian and broken English, and then they'd hurt my neck and throat.
I actually spent a little time traveling through Belarus on a VR game that I
That's
bought.
not true. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I know
I've never
not true.
left the city of.
I
I've
know
never
that's
left
not
the
true.
city of
If you see the
Bristleburg.
map, he's only been to Bristleburg.
It's well covered, but I spent time traveling through it on a VR game, which, by the way, travel the world on world.com. Theworld.com is the site that you can visit. That's that to let you travel the world by looking at the world.
WorldCom?
No, this one is actually it's spelled out phonetically world.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So if you visit world.com, don't put a period in there. Just WORLD.
Did you didn't spell that right?
WORLD. WORLD. DOT. And they have a little virtual reality kit on there that you can order, and it will let you travel the world virtually. And I spent some time virtually traveling through Belarus.
You seem wise, like you've seen, like you've been around,
Thank you.
Well, when he came out of the VR, he couldn't talk, and his eyes were black. They were just black.
So in a way, I feel like I've been through the same thing that you were.
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Yeah.
I was captured by the VR.
I think that world.com VR system used to be a Russian torture device.
Yeah, they threw me in the VR tank.
They got you in there. Yeah.
They would do a thing where they put a VR thing and they say like, "Hey, look, here's your family. Hey, look," and they time it when they start to get close to touch them. That's yeah.
That's why you look familiar.
That happened in the
I feel like I saw you on the other side.
Yeah, you saw me in the...
I thought you were just like a character in the game.
No, that's actually part... Okay, so they have us do content, and they also kind of have us be part of their VR zoo.
Gotcha. So you play like NPCs in games.
Yeah, that NPCs are real.
Well, they're not they're PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, legally,
I mean...
are they?
I'm happy you said that because I don't feel like a PC. I feel like an NPC. After all those...
I see you, and I know who you are. I see you.
I feel like if you're not playing, you're not a player.
What?
You're not a player.
What you're saying felt nice, but what he's saying feels familiar.
He was playing.
That feel like play to you?
I mean, what?
Wasn't
And
work.
this is, I'm not trying to minimize your experience, but if you're just like a captive forced to do something, you're not really playing the game. You're just you're a game slave.
Wow, he really.
But the book is. I really think you guys are gonna like the book.
you need to
What
read
was
it.
it called again? My Stream Life?
My stream struggle.
Stream Struggle.
I think you need to learn a little thing about trauma, Buzz. He shrugged, by the way, for those of you who can't see.
That's pretty good for him, right?
He shrugged. Yeah, I mean, that's better than I've ever seen.
I just feel like I think I know about trauma. I've had my life. I just talked about how important it is to me for people to know that I'm not comfortable with the way my life is, and I think that's as good as it gets.
You commit
As
trauma on a daily
Jack Nicholson
basis.
said.
I think wasn't there just a delivery guy that came before we started that gave him like a delivery trust fund man?
Ooh.
Was that for you?
Delivery trust fund?
Yeah,
There was a sack of money. I saw a sack of money change hands.
Yeah,
from the mail slot that I can see out of.
Yeah, well, we're just bearing that.
Where are you putting that?
Hey, wouldn't you like to know? Hey, by the way, callers, if you call them 312-313-0502, new this week, if you guess a secret word, you will not only get that delicious selection of seashells from the Bristleburg Seashell Museum, I will give you a clue that might lead you to the secret location in the desert just outside of Bristleburg, where I bury all of my trust fund money.
You also might just get this.
Yeah, you'll probably just get that. Oh, God, I love that. Wait, can I add to that?
That sounds how the VR zoo felt when you go in.
Does it bring you back?
Yeah, it brings me back.
Is it weird?
It's kind of comforting, you know.
Are you having PTSD or are you okay?
Yeah, but it's kind of nice. It's like I understand this.
Yeah.
You get this. Yeah.
You want me to keep it up or I can stop it?
No, I like. I'm getting some adrenaline, and you know what? Who needs coffee? I got fear. You know,
Nice.
this is good. I can't touch my family.
Oh, that was definitely you in the VR that I saw, because you kept making that sound, that little weird grunty sound.
Yeah, I didn't choose it. It just came out. You know, like it just happened. It just, you know.
Yeah.
And Buzz would say, I remember I heard you when you had the VR on, you would go, I'm your Unky Buzz. I'm your Unky Buzz. You were telling everyone you were Unky Buzz.
That was you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the guy that's every video I play.
You play?
Every video I play, whether it's a video game or just a video, I log in as Unky Buzz, and then whatever numbers I need to do to secure that name. So I'll be, Unky Buzz 43 or Unky Buzz 57289, whatever, on anything.
Unky Buzz 911.
Yeah, Unky Buzz 911. 9/11 was a conspiracy against this radio station.
I remember that one. That
.com.
was a bad one.
Visit that. And if I ever have a headset available, I am just yelling the words, I am Unky Buzz, again and again.
How does it make you feel when you say that?
I feel nothing all the time, forever. But,
and yet you cry constantly.
Yeah, how does the void feel when it gets a little higher up in its own void? That's how I feel when I do something that pleases me.
How do I answer that question?
In the streamers world, we have a little something called like a content maker's content maker, and it sounds like you're like a void's void. You know,
I'm like a void's void. I'm the void inside of the void.
Tell me about this content maker.
You know, it's like back of the room content. It's kind of like you say subscribe and you point over there, but the subscribe button is actually over. You throw in a little bit of that, a little bit of spice in that pot, you know.
Yeah.
But like just little tricks of the trade, you know. The listener, like you point to the top left of the screen, but the subscribe button's at the top bottom, whatever side of the screen, opposite side. It's kind of like that's ridiculous. That's
silly.
not. That's for the other content makers.
By the way, subscribe to QRZR, the Razor's Edge.
Yeah, everyone subscribe. Whatever. It sounds like you came out of this all right. You got a book deal.
Yeah. I mean, like for the first 10 years, I'm not really getting much.
Mm-hmm.
Penguin House said.
Yeah. I know Penguin House.
Yeah,
they were a sponsor.
There's bats outside. I gotta go take care of this. I gotta bat them off the window.
Yeah, go for it. What's the deal? Line me out that deal. Let me out that sweet B deal.
10 years.
10 years.
They let me stay in a condo that was. It's owned by one of the executives. Yeah. I get a big junior bedroom.
Oh man, a junior suite.
Yeah, I get the junior suite.
Yeah.
And they let me. They give me like a weekly allowance for food. They help me. They fill out like my food stamp paperwork. They help me do that. Yeah. And they gave me a bus pass. And they said in 10 years, I could have a GoFundMe.
Just a question.
Yeah.
So they put you in the suite.
Junior suite.
Junior suite.
Yeah.
Sorry. We all know about that.
Yeah.
Are they making you make internet content for them?
I'm sorry for pounding my fist on the table.
Oh no, it's fine.
I'm sorry for I just did it again.
This table's actually made from a rare Guatemalan wood, which it gets shinier, more beautiful the more you hit it.
It's been hit a lot, huh?
Oh yeah.
No,
I'm more fist pound than man at this point in my life.
I feel you, man. But they don't make me make content. I do have a webcam, and I do talk over inspirational background music while, in post-edit. We put some inspirational music.
Wait, something like this.
Yeah, give me a taste of what you do. Give me a taste of that little inspirational.
Hey, it's Burger Week at Bristleburg Burger Yards. Have a burger. I'm wacky Dimitri. Who wants a burger? And so stuff, and then then that's it.
So kind of just like mainline, straight down the center sort of stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll play video. You can put on some more like you have wacky music. Yeah, so I'll play video games like, you got my Fortnite. You took my fort. It's nighttime, and so like I'll do stuff like that. And but I'm not making content anymore.
Can I ask a hard?
I'll do karaoke.
But can I ask a hard question? Is it possible that you're still being run by the Russians?
What are you? What? Wait, what?
Well,
holy
shit.
Well,
Wait.
I mean, I don't want my. I know I'm naturally.
I got open
attuned
networks
to conspiracies. It sounds like you say you were freed, you were brought here, but you're being held captive in a junior suite, and you're making all these internet videos. It doesn't sound like. Are you getting paid at all?
I'm here. I get to go outside.
Well, we're not paying you for this. And also, there was a black van that I saw drop you off in front of the studio.
Isn't that?
Black van.
Isn't that how Uber pools work?
Are you just? Have you ever called anyone, or do you just?
Do you guys not have an app on your phone that says Uber pool?
Do you have a phone? Because I haven't seen you have a phone. You got that. You have that radio.
Let's see that phone. Let's see that phone. Let's see it.
I mean, it looks like this is a Apple ePhone. You guys,
The ePhone?
The Steve Jobs brick. You guys don't have the Steve Jobs brick?
I mean, that looks like one of those old, huge radios. It's got like a 3-foot wire coming off the top of it. Who does it call?
Who do you talk to on the phone?
Well, what happens is I'll dial some numbers, and it says, no! And then it just kind of, it just redirects me to an operator that goes, hello, how help?
How help?
Yeah, and that's how I get my Ubers, and I get my van.
Well, I love this.
I got my Uber van.
This is really hotting up for me. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. You're still captured by the Russians on American soil.
No.
Wait.
I think you mean yet, my friend.
Very net.
Yeah.
Nice.
Captured.
By
Not captured.
the Russians. Oh my God, what a turn in the conversation. I'm loving this. I was having a good time before, but now it turns out that our guest, Dmitry Hashig, may still be in the embrace of his Russian overlord.
And this would make sense because now you're just making more content.
Yeah, you're making sweet content.
I'm not
and
making content.
It's so
Hold on,
much
there's
more
a
under the
wire-
radio.
There's a wire going straight into your radio.
I mean, that's us.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, but I mean, you are making content for us. We're not the Russians, I swear.
Who? Why did you do that? Why did you wink?
You do have that one Russian friend,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was funny.
Sergey.
I've never even been out of Bristleburg. If we are the Russians...
Sergey comes over every once in a while.
I wink because here's the thing. I have no way of knowing if we're the Russians because I've never been out of Bristleburg. We could be some sort of community. We are an independent principality, and I owe my allegiance to Bristleburg more than I do to the rest of the United States because we are a semi-autonomous principality.
Okay.
But that being said, I mean, if we are some sort of outpost to Russia, I don't know. And by the way, I don't care.
Hey,
it's all about content. It's all about fun, folks.
You guys been asking the questions. Could I ask the questions for a
Yeah,
second?
go for it.
I'm sorry for taking my shirt off and pounding my chest.
No, it's fine. You gotta milk them nips.
Yeah,
we as previously discussed.
I got milk that tea. I'm feeling full. Okay, so you say you're not Russian. Tell me, when your free time?
Yeah.
Do you like fireworks? Do you like watching House? Hugh Laurie, what?
Hugh Laurie's house?
Hugh Laurie. You watch Hugh Laurie? Do you like parades? Do you like how do you feel about Kardashian?
How many okay, I'll answer those
There's a lot to
questions.
unpack
I'm gonna
here.
take the second part first. I've never watched House, but I do watch a show on HGN called Hugh Laurie Hunters, where they try to find out where Hugh and Laurie is right now. It's every week. It's a couple who loves Hugh Laurie, and they go around the world trying to find Hugh Laurie. So I like that show, but I've never seen House.
I mean, as you know, to be a citizen of this country, when you come in, the exam is like, have you seen the show House? That's American. That's hot dogs.
Yeah, but you know what's
so
sweet about being born in this country is you don't have to know any of that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the great thing about America. Yes, you do. Yeah, America. Bing. Number one. Giving that old single finger salute. America. Hey, America. Here's my single finger salute. The great thing about America is if you're born here, it's a gimme. It's so fucking free.
You did it.
But if you want to come here, yes, absolutely, you got to watch House. But what you revel in as somebody who lives here is that you don't have to watch House. That's like that sweet extra that you get, that sweet cream that you get for free.
You do get to lord that over to the other people.
Yeah, and my grandpa used to do that.
What's up, Doc?
You know about that guy?
What's up, Doc?
That's but Mr. Bugs, no?
Yeah, Mr. Bugs.
Dude,
don't call me Bunny.
That's
I'm
how
Mr. Bugs.
we based Dr. House off that. They took Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And they went through the IMD database and they said, whose fucking face looks like this guy?
Yeah. Well, he does say, "What's up, Doc?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Wow.
It's if you really, really look at House, the show.
Yeah, it's just a Bugs Bunny episode.
It's just Bugs Bunny, man.
Anyway, I'm just going to go and say America can go fuck itself. Because I can say that because I'm an American. I live here.
That actually is the most American thing you can say.
That's the final proof.
Okay.
That's why I'm going to prove an American. America, go fuck yourself because you can't do anything. You can't kick me out.
What you can't say is what you said in 9/11, 2001.
No, I mean, you can't say it, but then you get a 13-minute delay.
Okay.
Which is what? That's nothing.
Most American thing you could do is say fuck America. Another very American thing you could do is take money from a foreign power to fuck America. So that's why I still am a little bit suspicious.
I've done that, yeah.
While I do trust your fuck you, America, you know, where's your money come from? Where'd that bag of money come from, huh?
Here's the most American thing. I don't know, and I don't care.
That's pretty American.
You guys want to do a little barbershop quartet, a little fuck America barbershop quartet?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, ready for this? Fuck America. Fuck America.
Fuck America.
Shitty.
Fuck America.
Fuck Yeah, man. I think we just all proved we're all Americans right now. Although I am mostly allegiant to the semi-autonomous Principality of Bristleberg.
Number one, Bristleberg every day.
Isn't there a Bristleberg in Russia?
Yeah, it's your sister city in Russia is also named Bristleberg.
Doesn't it look exactly like this Bristleberg?
And it has the same number of citizens. They call theirs based on ours, but we don't do that here.
Isn't there a landline that goes from this Bristleberg to that Bristleberg?
Yeah, the green phone. Yeah.
Just saying, I don't know. My trust is all over the place. Call me crazy. I've been in the basement for 2 years.
As it should be.
No, you should
Thank
be.
you.
And here's the thing. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. What I'm saying is if you told me that we were linked to another reality, you got to understand, I've never been outside of Bristleberg, and I owe all my allegiance to Bristleberg. If you told me that we were...
Let me see your foreskin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's never left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you told me that we were like...
Hold on, I didn't catch that.
Wait a second.
Can you show me that foreskin again?
Take out your foreskin again.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it while I snap.
The passport of the flesh.
Just leave it out. Can you just leave it out for the rest of the show?
The passport of the flesh.
Hey, do you know the words to this song, by the way?
That's a great movie.
Oh, yeah, this is my intro to... what's up, gamers?
What are they saying here? What's this?
Click, subscribe. Blue Chew, Casper Mattress, America will fall. Blue Chew, Casper Mattress, America will fall. Blue Apron.
Blue Apron.
for you and the
I
family.
like them. I use that because when I can't leave, so I get the delivery.
It's great.
It is not bad.
Speaking of Casper Mattress, ghostmattress.com. Do you have a ghost in your house? Is it wandering around? Maybe it's because it's restless and it can never sleep. Ghostmattress.com or ghostmattress.com for you fascists out there who use the fascistic dot in your internet addresses provide you with a ghost mattress. It ships in an airtight box and you release it into the walls of your house so that your ghost can finally sleep and be at peace. Or don't you care about yourself?
Is there a ghost comforter?
Yeah, but I mean, he's very expensive.
So how much? So you get? Is that the same website? So you could get the ghost?
No,
mattress?
they don't sell a ghost
so,
comforter.
But
You
there's
just have to hire that.
ghostcomforter.com. He's just. Is he like? It's a one guy, or there's multiple men?
No, there's a lot of people. It's like asking if
Could be a woman.
that's asking if some other mattress site sells a bed bug technician. That's a job. This is a mattress.
Wait, I think I saw it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I think they have this aisle that says like...
Oh, well, sure, but they have a Beyond section.
Bed bug
Yeah.
and beyond is what you mean, right?
Yeah, at the Beyond...
The bed bug and beyond?
The Bed Bug & Beyond,
Yeah.
I think I saw this aisle where it's like you got your fragrant, your nice soaps, whatever, and then you got your a bunch of... They look like beekeepers, but like Ghostbuster style, and they
Yeah.
comfort the ghost.
I believe it. Every time I go into Bed Bug and Beyond, there are just 40, 50-something-year-old men who keep saying, "Do you want a massage?"
I feel like I saw you there doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying is, like a lot of people, I don't want to associate with people that remind me of the worst parts of myself. So now I just do it right outside the studio or in the corner, walking around.
Never offered to me.
Yeah. wantamassage.com/BuzzThunderknuckle. Visit it.
Why are you putting
and I
dots
will.
in there?
Yeah, I know that one again is spelled D-O-T.
I can't trust you anymore.
I'm just saying you don't have to put the dot in, but it's addictive, man.
I know. Yeah, I
Don't
know.
you? It's so addictive to put that dot in there.
It separates it nicely. It
Yeah.
separates
Oh,
it.
mm.
www.
Like the head of a dick.
End it. And then the site.
Yeah. So, you're back in America. You're adjusting. You're probably still in the captivity with the Russians. What's your favorite generic American product that you couldn't get when you were in that? What I'm assuming is a Belarusian hellhole based upon me seeing you in Belarus in this VR game.
It was just a basement, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just
Borders
say
are just labels.
let's say the basement.
Were you
life.
even in Belarus?
I
don't know.
don't believe in
We don't know.
labels or borders.
Oh, me either. So, what's your name? Please don't hit the microphone. We can't afford any others.
What did you just ask?
I'm saying you got back here.
Yeah.
You're probably still under control of the Russians. That's fine. We put that to the side.
Let's not.
Let's go ahead and table that. Once you're sweet, like, did you ever see that? You were probably in prison at the time. Did you ever see that Iron Man movie?
No, I did see Metal Man.
Oh yeah.
They wheeled in a cart for us, and it was this man. He had a bunch of cans on him,
Yeah.
and then he.
Wait. The guy who rolled in the cart had a bunch of cans on him?
Yes,
Wow.
and then the man.
So it's like a play. You watched like a play.
It's possible.
I feel like you didn't watch a movie. You watched like a live performance.
Yeah, I watched Metal Man.
Metal
He rolls out of the cart. He gets on it. He says, "Pretend this is a TV."
I've been wanting to put a production of that up here, actually. Metal Man with the cans.
You should. I mean, this is a guy to talk to because he's seen it, I'm assuming, more than anyone will ever meet.
I could actually draw you a blueprint for it.
I would love that, actually, if you could do that before you leave.
Yeah. So when you got back here, I'm saying, what was the thing in America that you were like, oh, I gotta taste that sweet Exxon gas, or I gotta have that great, I don't know, hot pie. You know,
It's our sponsor. We got to hit them up. Right?
I think
I got to put on those great Nike running shoes. Like, what was the great American thing that you looked for when you got back here?
honestly, like probably rotisserie chicken. Keep in mind, sounds average, but get in my head. I was in the fucking cold basement, no outlets, all cold.
Do not downplay a great rotisserie chicken.
Hot.
Hot, juicy.
I haven't had meats. I haven't had the skin of a meat for 2 years. My captor, he ate all the skin of the chicken.
Yeah.
He never let me get the skin. Now I eat the skin.
What a dick.
Yeah,
I remember reading John McCain's autobiography, and he specifically said, everything else aside, the worst thing that the Vietnamese ever did to him when he was over there was that they kept eating the skin off the chicken. It's a
mind game.
Yeah.
It's in the anarchist fuck your head up captor book.
I don't want anybody to be mistaken. I read you John McCain's autobiography. I sped read it to you.
Yeah, we had a it was like a 3-day.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's how he reads all his books. I have to speed read them too.
We read them on the air.
I want to validate you for doing that for him.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to do for him.
Well, when you're reading somebody else's book,
It's
you
too
can't
bad you
actually
can't take that validation out of the studio because you're gargantuan acromegaly size.
I also, any book I read for you, I can't actually understand or take in because I'm reading it to you, and there's just I can't do two things at once.
I mean, that must be a shame, but how could you remember?
I remember the feeling.
Remember the feeling.
I missed that song.
That was the one he recorded with Bob Dylan back in...
back in the Tulsa, Oklahoma airport.
Yeah.
I was there. I bumped into Bob Dylan. I said, hey, we're both here. You want to record a song?
Wait, but you said you've never left Bristleburg. Is that a real foreskin?
No, that was on the...
Did you fabricate your foreskin?
That was on the VR.
That was on the VR,
Take the foreskin out again.
Yeah.
It's out. It's been out. Do you see it?
Oh.
It just blends in with the table. It's the same color as the wood.
I mean,
yeah.
let me slip this. I have a foreskin pouch. Is that what you've been looking at?
Please,
I'll slip that off.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but...
Okay, it looks like... Yeah, that looks like he's never left... No stamps?
He has not left. And
every time, I just want to... This is canon. Every time that I mention being in a different place, I want to be clear, that is on this VR. This VR.
Yeah.
You have to meet us halfway and say that's a little bit much to juggle. You're asking your guest and your co-host to...
sometimes can't differentiate between the VR and reality, which when we snap them back, I have to slap them across the face and say, "You're back, bitch!"
That's nonsense. I definitely can. I know, for instance, that this is definitely VR right now.
No, this is real. This is real.
What is real?
No, don't start
I
that.
love
Don't
it.
start that.
Oh,
No.
God.
I studied Russian.
This is real.
The only book I had to read was Russian literature, philosophy. What is real?
We have to at least agree that there are two states.
Wait,
you with the VR.
I'm
headset.
sorry.
You ever watch The Matrix?
Just to be clear, because that's the first thing you said that doesn't make sense to me. You said you were captured by the Russians, and yet you're saying they still let you read their philosophy and their literature, because that doesn't jive at all with what I understand.
You ever see V for Vendetta?
No, I don't know what that is.
What happens in it? Is it? Wait a second. Is that the one where?
Is that a radio show?
Where the Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and
the monster one.
Dorian Gray all team up to fight a submarine or something.
That's Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Oh, I love You ever listen to that Son of Monster Mash, the sequel song?
It's a good song.
Yeah. It's my ringtone.
Let's all sing it. Let's
yeah,
all sing
go
it.
ahead and play
Let's
it.
all sing it right now. Play it and let's sing it right now.
All right. Someone call me.
Hold on. Let me give you a call here real quick and I'll play that song for you.
Okay.
Son of Monster Mash.
Oh, so you can make his phone work, but you can't make our phones work?
I can only make very specific
I'm just going to sing it from
phones.
memory. It's like, oh, he was the son of monster. No, I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
This is the first thing I bought when I got back to the States.
The ringtone?
The Son of Monster
Mash ringtone?
Yeah.
Love it.
It's going for like $30 online. You paid $30 for this?
Yeah. Well, about 100 rubles.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah.
rubles. Yeah. What'd you come away with at the end of that whole
Yeah,
thing?
they
Did
give
you
you
come away with some money?
And
Just
also,
my life.
how were you rescued? Tell me that
Oh,
story.
good
That seems like
story.
a story we really skipped over. How were you rescued from the basement?
Okay. You know what? Who cares? You guys will still buy the book. There's still a lot to read. I'll tell you guys, okay?
Yeah, sure, I'll buy it.
Yeah. And don't tell the whole thing, but give us a little taste.
I'll give you a little
I
taste.
will buy one copy, and Miguelito will
I
read
will
it to me.
read it to him.
So it was my captor. He ate some chicken skin,
Yeah.
and you could say that was like the needle on the haystack that broke me.
The needle on that.
The needle that breaks the haystack.
Yeah, you know the old saying.
Yeah.
The needle on that goes on top of the haystack breaks the whole thing.
Yeah, and it goes. Brrr.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Because there's a horse in there.
Well, the haystack. Well, any haystack has a horse in the middle. I don't know if you knew that. There's always a horse.
Yes, I know how they.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
My grandma was a farmer.
Wow. I see that.
What was it? Yum Yum Thunderknuckle.
Yeah. Yep.
What did she grow?
Well, she doesn't grow anything anymore because she's dead. But she grew
In her heyday.
Yeah. Interesting you should mention that because it wasn't hay. So she didn't call it the hay day. She called it the Lily of the Valley day because she grew lilies of the valley and she grew upside down potatoes, which are very hard to get out because their roots go so deep. Mm-hmm. And she grew serpent weed. Serpent weed,
which is the weed that goes 16 feet in the sky.
16 feet in the sky. You cut it down, you crush it up, and you can use it to you scatter it around your property.
That's like 2 basketball players.
That's really high. You also, if you smoke it gets you a little bit high.
Oh yeah, you can smoke the shit out of it.
Smoke the serpent weed.
She was high almost all the time. So he's eating the skin. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
He said, "Fuck you, I'm eating the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." And then he was eating the skin, and I said, "The moment he closes his eyes, I'm gonna get him."
Yeah.
He closed his eye. He hit a juicy part of the skin.
Yeah.
You know, you ever savor something and you kind of like, you close your eyes. It helps you focus all of your sensations on the taste.
Oh yeah.
He closed it. He got a juicy piece of the skin. He closed his eyes.
Yeah.
And then I took my webcam and I put it in his fucking throat.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I said, subscribe to this.
Who are you, Tom Cruise? Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, I felt like
Tom
Cruise.
Did you keep saying throat neck, throat neck, throat neck? Like,
yeah, did you get him back with the throat neck?
Yeah, I said throat neck, throat neck, throat neck. Who's eating the skin now? I actually ate his skin.
Oh, shit.
Full circle.
So you're a cannibal.
I feel like to be a cannibal, it has to be a... okay, yeah, I was a cannibal.
Did you like it? Did you like what it tastes like?
It wasn't about liking it. It was about... just revenge.
I've always been curious.
I liked revenge. I didn't like eating his skin, but I liked revenge. I liked the way it made my icy heart feel.
I feel like if you do something for an emotional reason, then the actual act is non-classifiable in the normal sense.
Yeah, it's like, are you killing someone who's wronged you, or are you just validating how you feel inside?
Yeah.
So you're not a murderer. You're just emoting physically.
I honored my emotions.
Yeah.
And I ate his skin.
I think in this day and age, I think what we can say is your feelings about what you did. How can I argue with that?
I would like to. I don't think America could.
No. Well, it's been an instructive day here at QRZR, the Razor's Edge.
I'm glad you're free. I'm really happy that you are free.
I'm really happy that our
keyword
guest,
free,
Dimitri Hashtag, is keyword free.
Thank you. It's really nice that the staff came out to. I'm crying.
And we've had a wonderful time despite all the technical difficulties. I hope people are out there listening. And I just want to say, Dimitri, thank you so much for your struggle, for coming back to this country, which I think you're probably still under the control of the Russians, but that's okay.
I'm free.
Because you got to live the way your life is. Is there any way we can see you? Is there anything you'd like to plug before we go off the air?
Also, cry me a river, though. Seriously.
You could catch me at my suite.
Mm-hmm.
I like the music.
Oh, you want that back?
Yeah.
I would say Junior Suite.
You catch me at the Junior Suite. At the Bristleburg Lofts. I'll be there. They let me out around trash time.
Who's they?
Just the staff of
his
the building.
captors.
You know, like how every condo has like people in suits with earpieces and cattle prods.
If the Russians are listening, we want to interview you next. Come on the show.
Yeah, so they let me out. They let me pick up the trash every now and then, and sometimes
Nice. That's nice of them.
And also gamer cons, if there's a gamer convention.
What game? What's your favorite game? Real quick. Flash.
I like Donkey Kong Racer.
Yeah.
You did do that video on how Donkey Kong can punch really fast.
Only time I felt hope.
Quite fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
Well,
Thank you.
Donkey Kong could never do wrong.
I think that's as good a note as any to go out on today. Miguelito, any final thoughts?
I can't wait to get out of here.
Oh, God. All you got to do is have a prayer and a dream and cut yourself a hole.
Or bite your skin off and eat it. And shove something down your throat.
I'd like to see you try, because as previously discussed, my skin is so thick, so incredibly thick, and my blood is so incredibly thick, that I would like to see you not get sucked into it through the reverse vacuum that is the hole inside of my body.
Yeah, somehow your veins are a reverse vacuum, and I don't know how that's possible. But.
Folks, another wonderful show. Thank you for tuning in to QRZR, the Razor's Edge, Bristleburg's only radio station. And remember, if you can't complete yourself, I can't do anything for you.